Well, 'tis the season. Merry Christmas. This holiday season, NYC Toys for Tots is delivering toys to less fortunate children with about 178,000 distributed and over 120,000 children supported. Joining us now to tell us more details of the coordinator for the New York City Toys for Tots campaign, Staff Sergeant Robert Bacchus. So we thank you so much for joining us here.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having me,
First of all,
Jared.
Merry Christmas and all that.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, right?
I really appreciate you having me on the show.
First of all, thank you for your service, too. Let's get
Thank
that out
you.
there, too.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Good.
It's my honor. Yeah, those numbers are last year. So we were able to reach 124,000 kids with 175,000 toys. But this year, we're trying to go bigger. You know, we're trying to help 150,000 kids. And that's the target. We're trying to maximize all of our Marines that we have on the road right now. We're sending them around to collect toys all around New York City, bring them back to our base in Brooklyn, get them processed, and get them back out to the kids. So we're trying to help 150,000 kids.
What's it been like so far this year in terms of donations?
It's been a difficult year because there's actually almost an entire week less between Thanksgiving and Christmas. And that's an entire week of donations that we lose out on. People don't really think about Toys for Tots or Christmas until Black Friday, day after Thanksgiving. So with a whole week less, you know, we really have to put much more effort into getting toys.
Yeah. And so when you get these toys, how are people coming out getting the donations in, I should say?
So to get the donations into us, we've had boxes all around New York City collecting. We partner with about 1,000 companies who take a box, a Toys for Tots box, put it in their business or organization, school, you know, and they collect toys for us. And then we send Marines around to collect those toys, bring it back to our warehouse on base, and we sort them by age and gender, and we make sure we get them back out to all the organizations who partner with us.
And that's a pretty big pretty big operation.
It is, and surprisingly, there's not a lot of Marines who actually run it. There's myself as a coordinator. I have a team of 4 Marines, and then I have the other Marines at my unit, which generally on any given day is about 50 people who help with it. So we have to reach out into the community too to get people to come to us and volunteer their time to help sort hundreds of thousands of toys.
Yeah, well, I mean, on one side, you already do service, right? You're doing public service as a Marine, and of course, we thank you again for your service. What's it like on this side, being able to serve and give back?
So it's interesting because, you know, we travel the world, we conduct military operations and training, and I've spent the last 14 years living all over the world and all over the country. And it's always, you know, training or operations or getting out there and doing some mission. And to be here and do Toys for Tots and to step away from all of that a little bit, it's amazing because, you know, Marines like me, we come to different cities all around the country. You know, we're tenants here a lot of times. You know, the Marine Corps sent me here, and luckily this is home for me, but for most people, you know, they're sent to a city where they don't know anyone, and that city usually, you know, puts their arms around them, gives them a hug, and says, hey, we got you, we're here for you. And this is our way of giving back and helping the kids of these communities.
Right. Well, I'll let you know now, you can definitely contribute by giving Toys for Tots. You see plenty of donation boxes across the 5 boroughs, and listen, and really across the state. I mean, when you have the opportunity to do, we want to try to get a new toy to a child, right? And so there's a big process, big organization that goes on in making this happen. And the public is needed in order to make this happen. So once again, tell the public what you want to know.
Please, and we have 50,000 kids we want to help. To do that, we need toys, and we need toys as soon as possible. And they can be brought to our base in Brooklyn at 1 Aviation Road. You can hit us up on Facebook and tell us you have toys, and we'll send people out to come get it. You know, we are at the finishing line right now, and 50,000 kids to go.
Yeah, and that's amazing. So great work being done so far. When do you begin to set the sights on, I hate to say it already, for next year, right?
As soon as January. In January, I'm already planning for 2020 and making sure whatever we did this year, we can expand upon that and grow and help more kids. Because when you look at the numbers, there are about 500,000 kids in New York City who live near or below the poverty line.
Right.
You know, so we are only scratching the surface when we help 150,000 kids. We're trying to, you know, reach our maximum potential of helping every child that would go without a toy this holiday season.
Wow. The difference a toy makes, you know the difference. Share.
It does. So a lot of people don't realize, sometimes they'll say, oh, it's just a toy, but to that child, you know, it means a lot to them when they see a community come together to help them. You know, when they see people come and ensure they have some joy and happiness during the holiday season, you know. And they have to go back to school a lot of times and hear other children talk about the toys and the gifts they get, you know, and to be ostracized and to, you know, be outside of that. You know, it's very lonely, and we want to be able to help those children have these fulfilling, you know, childhood memories, you know. They took a poll, and for about 70% of the population on Earth, your earliest memory is either opening up a gift or playing with a toy, you know. So that's a very powerful thing to have, you know, is that toy and that good experience as you grow up to be, you know, to live in this society.
Right. So. Big balance there. Yeah, well, I said big work in terms of trying to get the toys to kids, then to get the toys to the kids. A lot goes on, and a lot takes place in terms of the Marines and the work that they do. Backstage as a Marine, right? You know, you got this organization that you're working with. Talk to me about being that Marine and getting other volunteers to come and be a part, sharing in this experience, because, as you said, you got a great team, right?
Oh, yeah.
But it takes a lot to get there.
It does. So we kind of treat Toys for Tots as a military operation.
Okay.
So when we're doing the briefings, the situation, the mission, how we're going to execute, it's literally a normal military operation. And because we're so good at what we do, we have it planned out. We make sure we have enough Marines on staff. We try to get our volunteers on board. But, you know, I really want people to know, I mean, we're just the logistical arm of Toys for Tots. You know, we connect people in the community who can give to the people in the community who need it.
Right.
So really, we're just there in the background. We just want to help, you know, bring these two people together in New York.
Well, we hope to get you back again to share with us, and as we continue to spread the word and spread the love and bring the toys, we want to bring you back here.
Got it.
All
Sounds
right.
good. Appreciate
Thanks
it.
again. Thank you. Staff Sergeant Robert Bacchus, thank you for the great work that you do serving, and also for Toys for Tots.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Listen now, for more information, you can visit their website at brooklyn-ny.toysfortots.org, or really check them out on their Facebook page at NYC-T4T. Well, we've come to the end of our show today, and I'd like to thank all of our guests for joining us. Most of all, you, the viewer, for tuning in. And if you missed any part of today's show, you can catch the recablecast at 5 and 10 p.m. on Optimum's Channel 67. If you have Verizon Fios, that'll be Channel 33, or watch us anytime on the web at bronxnet.org. You can catch a brand new episode of Open on Friday with Rena Valentine. That about wraps it up for us here on the set of Open. I am Daren Jaime saying take care. Make sure to keep this channel wide open. God bless. Most of all, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to all of you. We'll see you soon.